Today we're going to talk about a new technique for your eyebrows. This is a winter look. It matches those darker, deeper tones that we're wearing and some of the dramatic clothing that we bring out this time of year. It's a clean, defined look, but it's never harsh. We need two tools to do this. Our tools, the first one is a rounded, soft brush. It's a little bit thick, covers a lot of area at once. The second tool is what we use for our actual eyebrow color. This is an angled brush. It's about a 1/4 inch tall, has a very refined end. We'll be using this. The color palette I have, this is a great color palette. I found it on eBay. The top colors, we obviously have lights. There's some shimmer in some. I like using a matte to start with that doesn't have any shimmer. The darker tones obviously will be that eyebrow color. In our dark tones, just a general rule, everybody's individual, but the general rule is that if you are a blonde or fairly light and have that light see-through eyebrow, go a couple shades darker than your natural color. We want them to show up, but not to be too far off of that natural color. If you're dark, see I have dark natural color, I'm not going to choose that. I'm going to go a little bit lighter than my natural color, perhaps 2 tones. So we kind of come to the middle from either direction. When I'm working on a redhead, I usually don't put much of a red color. I tend to bring it back to a neutral color, maybe a little bit warm, but not red. This will look much prettier with your skin tone, with the other colors that you're wearing, and just set you off nice. Now let's get to work. Our first model has a good natural color, but we're going to define her eye and give her that new winter look. The first thing we're going to do is grab that highlighter. We have that rounded brush. Now let's put that highlighter right across the brow, under the brow, on it. This will bring her eyes out. It'll bring her eyes up and gives us a good base for that color. There we go. Nice big stroke. Now we're going to load the angle brush. Using a medium brown, we're going to place it on the inner edge with the angle pointing down toward the nose. We lay it there and draw it out away from the brow. As we draw it out, we turn it to narrow that line. So we're drawing it, angling it out, and then we're going to narrow that line on the edge. When we've done this, you can come back in, fill some spots in, and then go in with your highlighter. Accent that brow bone underneath the eyebrow, and just clean up any edges that have the extra brown product on it. You can see how defined her eyebrow looks now. Then let's pull out and just compare to the other eyebrow. See how much more her eyes show up there.
And open your eye. Okay, turn toward me a little bit more.
Natural yet defined. We're going to show you another right eyebrow on a different model. We already have the highlighter on, so let's put our angled brush up by the eyebrow. Remember the angle points down toward the nose. And lay it down and draw it out away from the nose area. You can see how it just adds that color there. You can go in and get a little bit more color on the brush and then take the tinier end and draw that color out. We do a bit of an angle in the eyebrow this year, not so much of just a C curve. Go ahead and put a little bit of an angle in. Here's our first model with both of her brows done. And little more makeup on. She looks wonderful, and you can see her eyes sparkle. She looks really bright.